guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to take a look at the newest summonable LR, LR Goku and Piccolo at full level 10 links. Now, I think this unit is actually very good. They're a unit that has actually impressed me the more I've used them, but typically, they're just going to look, I think, very unimpressive in their first turn. Basically, once you make it through their first turn, they're good to go. But that first turn, they're probably not going to look that impressive. They only get ki when they attack, and then they only have shocking speed as a key link. So Dokkan has done this. I mean, they're introducing a new era of support type units. Garlic Jr., Tech Krillin, AGL Trunks and Goten. Support units of this level, if they continue doing that, then they can release units like LR Tapian and Minosha, Goku, and Piccolo, units who will very much struggle for ki, right? But if you get supports that are actually good enough to be run in difficult content, you can make it work. Now, we're starting here on the full power team. Omega Shenron is a perfect example of a character who actually kind of does not work in a lot of the most difficult content right now. STR Omega Shenron, he's great for Super Battle Road, but as soon as you go into an event where the enemy is immune to having their attack debuffed, Omega Shenron gets cucked right away, right? But he is going to work good with Goku and Piccolo. What's interesting is the full power team has a really good roster, but the leaders make the team dead, right? Like, it's insane that the category is full power, and it's a dead team, which is insane. It's insane to think about, right? You'd think this team would be one of the most, when they introduced this, it's like, oh, this is going to be a staple best team always. You have a lot of godly units on here, but we need, more, all-purpose support, Rainbow Orb changing, a strong, powerful leader. We need things like that to make full power a little bit more relevant. That's one negative about this Goku and Piccolo right here, is they're only on 4 category teams, right? You don't have a lot of teams with which to mesh with this unit right here. Alright, so we're going to come shy of an 18 key super attack. Not really surprising, right? Again, this unit, their first turn is going to be pretty mid. So they get 120% attack and defense on super. 2.88 is not a great attack stat. They have a 50% chance of launching up to 2 additionals. Now, the way I've seen this work is you always get this first one, and then, okay, yeah. The way it appears to work is very similar to Physical Vegito Blue, right? Where, again, that first additional appears to be guaranteed, and then the second one, you have the 50% chance of getting. They'll typically be doing a lot of additionals, so you can get very lucky and they do 4 attacks turn 1. We got cucked right there. They only did 2 attacks. This is also unfortunate. Both Goku and Frieza and Jiren link up incredibly ultra well with the LR Goku and Piccolo. We kind of got unlucky here. They link so well, in fact, that I probably will want to, I might just hop right back into another full power run right here. Again, because this unit I think is good. It's just there's limitations with their ki, limitations with how good they'll be turn 1, right? And limitations in the amount of teams that they're running, right? If you can, those are basically the downsides of this card. They easily could introduce, better partners for this character, and this unit could be a lot better. I think it's a very safe skip right now for players on JP. There's no reason to summon for this unit, because they may or may not be really good in the future. Who knows, right? Maybe the game just forgets about them. Who knows? It's very hard to say. Again, I built a full team basically around the Shocking Speed link. It's what you want to do with this unit, right? This is actually one thing. This character, because, in Gohan just got his EZA, which led to a lot of discussion about the Tech LR Gohan, right? Who gets a lot stronger if you've got a movie hero Goku on the team. Well, this unit counts, right? So it's they're slowly, some of these characters they release are getting buffs from new units coming out. We're waiting for stuff like that for, LR Tech Super 17, LR, or not LR, but the Int Dokkan Fest Broly as well. Alright, we got pretty lucky with ki right here. So they're going to be very high up. Remember, they did 2 attacks last turn. Every attack they do gives them 1 ki and 10% attack and defense up to a max of 6 ki and 59% attack and defense. That's why, once you start taking them into long events, they're going to look good. This unit is going to be probably one of the better units in the game, maybe, in the GT Legendary Goku event. I think once you start getting real deep in there, they're going to be crazy, right? Once you fully build them up, you're able to, you have that turn where you can pop their active skill too. Their performance on the active skill turn is ludicrous, how good they are. Alright, so this is attack number 4. Here's attack number 5. Give me one more, and they'll be fully built up next turn. No. Okay, so we have 5 attacks. We need one more for them to be fully built up. In order for them to do their active skill, they have to do 6 attacks. Honestly, not a great condition. You guys know me. Like, I love, like, we get these scenes of the voice acting, right? Like, you know, the animations look fantastic. I hate that they're gated behind barely any opportunities to use them. I just despise that, right? Like, that, my whole argument about, like, turn, like, 5 and above sucks dick and I hate it, is just because of the fact that I want to see these animations play often. That's why I hate, like, again, turn 5 and above. It's just annoying, right? And especially once you start getting, like, HP restrictions, stuff like that on some of these characters. Thankfully, Goku and Piccolo don't have that, right? There's no HP restriction or anything like that. It's just like, well, okay. There is an HP restriction, but it's on yourself, 59% or more. Actually, there was one time where I was going to use it and my HP was below. But typically, I find that those ones aren't as bad, right? It's when you have to be under a certain HP threshold is tough. Usually being above, I don't really have difficulties with that much. I have found issues with Exchange Boo. Wanting to use Exchange Boo's active skill, but not having the HP. That has definitely happened in the past. Alright, so with Jiren, they're going to link up really well, right? We have Shocking Speed, Infighter, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power with Jiren. Jiren is, you know, one of the stronger units in the game, so that's a nice pairing. Keep in mind that Goku and Piccolo, they get 120% defense on Super, and then 30% defense with every Super attack they do, right? So, like, I'm running them in slot 1 in terms of the showcase, but typically that's not what you want to do, right? You guys understand that. Alright, so we have a little bit of support. Remember, Omega is a full power support type unit. I mean, you know, their defense, like, they're easily way over 200k right here, right? And it's not, I think Broly's full power leader skill is 130% defense, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly double check that. Yeah, Broly is 170 attack, the full power, and then 130 HP and defense. Alright, 6 mil, that's good. With the amount of attacks they do, this is, so now after this one, they're fully built up. This is their 6th attack right here. But that was good. That was a good number right there. There's another one, give me one more. Additional super. No, okay, so we got 3. But you guys see what I'm talking about, right? Like, once you fully build them up or get them, like, once you get to, like, 4 attacks, their attack, defense, and then their ease of actually super attacking starts to be pretty good. They're another unit definitely designed for longer events. I just wish that they were on a couple of more of these, like, sort of fringe category teams. Like, maybe if they had gotten, like, Connected Hope or something like that. Or Revenge. Now, Revenge appears to be a category where characters, like, sort of, like, show up who are beaten before. Goku is not beaten, but Piccolo, the literal opening scene of the movie is Garlic Jr. and his henchmen presumably killing Piccolo. So, like, they could have easily slid this unit on Revenge, which would have been nice as well. Because that's where this unit could have been a major asset, is on these small bad teams, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright guys, I hopped into the full power team one more time. This is Goku and Piccolo's first turn. Because I just wanted to get a rotation with them and LR, Goku, and Frieza, sort of like in the video. LR, Goku, and Frieza obviously are very powerful. The only thing about running these 2 units together, Goku and Frieza and Goku and Piccolo, is, remember, like, Goku and Piccolo, I guess, like, Ki is more of an issue for Goku and Frieza. They need Ki, right? You have, like, the unit is not, like, you know, oh, top 5, you know, best unit in the game, like, you know, in contention for best EZA in the game, unless they're getting their 18-key super attack, right? With Goku and Piccolo, all you're sharing is Shocking Speed. That's not enough for Goku and Frieza after the Link level update, right? So really what you have is you're having an issue where you have 2 units that are going to be struggling for Ki, and on top of that, you also are going to be having, I'm going to save those just in case we don't finish Jiren off right here. You're also going to be having a situation where both of the units need to super attack to get their defense, right? I don't really think it's a great idea running both of these units on a rotation where they both need to super first to get their defense, right? That's kind of the issue running the Goku and Frieza and the Goku and Piccolo units together, right? Like, I definitely think it could work if you get lucky. Maybe even in some difficult content, again, if you get lucky, because Goku and Piccolo, as they really build up, you know, you could, if they're not going to get hit too many times in slot 1, like, you could do it, right? Especially, like, when you pop their active skill, when their passive is fully built up. But the full power team really needs a lot of help. I think full power has the potential to get a lot of buffs in terms of EZAs, right? Like, the Super Trunkses and Super Vegetas, those are characters that are going to impact a lot of category teams. So I am looking forward to Super Trunks and Super Vegeta actually getting, like, significant upgrades, right? And I think it will happen. And then maybe, like, Namek Frieza as well could be a good opportunity for the full power team to get buffed. Okay, so here's the rotation. Again, Goku and Piccolo and Goku and Frieza, I mean, they're basically, like, best friends, right? Because we're going to have 5 links active. Shocking Speed, Experienced Fighters, Solid Support, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power all active. Here's the rotation, by the way, where Goku and Piccolo, again, they're struggling for ki because they only had, what, 1 or 2 attacks last time? I'm just gonna, here's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just get them up to 24 ki. Let's just see how much damage they do on this rotation. And then we'll move on to the next team. Maybe we'll go to Join Forces, maybe we'll go to Movie Heroes, one of these teams, and continue looking at Goku and Piccolo. Again, I do like the unit. It's a unit on paper I was like, not a fan of, but their numbers do start to get really impressive once you fully build up their passive, right? One other thing they do is they get a guaranteed additional super when their HP is 59% or less, and they've done 6 or more attacks already in battle. That's another thing to sort of keep in mind that they do. Well, I mean, this isn't here. I wanted to do this, but this is only going to get us, what, 1 extra key right there? A little bit more. Actually, here's what I'll do. Hold on. We're going to do a couple of things right here, because I want Goku and Piccolo to get some shine on this turn right here. So I'll do that. Then we'll go and pop that. That's going to get us to full 24 key. Nice. Okay, so again, we have 5 out of 7. Only 2 links we don't have active is Infighter and then Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails is a really powerful link, by the way. That is 20% defense and 5% damage reduction at link level 10. But I don't know, like, where the opportunity to activate that is. It's basically with, like, 17 and Golden Frieza. Like, on Join Forces, that's pretty much it. So Goku and Piccolo having that is stupid. They should have just had Prepared for Battle instead. That's it. Give them Prepared for Battle. That would have worked out way better. Alright, so we'll let them do this attack. Wow, 6.34. That's with, like, what, like 2 attacks? That's pretty good damage right there. That's because, you know, they're getting so much attack from links, right? Like, Infighters 15%, Experienced Fighters 15%, Solid Support 15%, Fierce Battle 20%, then Legendary Power 15% on Super. So they have a lot of attack through links. If you can get a lot of these links active, they could do a lot of extra damage. Alright, so now we're over here on the Joined Forces team. I mean, there's a fair amount of units that Goku and Piccolo are going to link up well with. With the Goku and Vegeta, we'll be able to get, what, I believe, Fierce Battle and Legendary Power. Not the greatest, but it is something. I'll go ahead and have Gotenks do that right there. Obviously, the Gotenks and Ghosts is going to work well on this team, you know, with the Rainbow Orb changing. Rainbow Orb changing is really, really good. And the thing about Gotenks and Ghosts Rainbow Orb changing is that the unit is actually, like, good, right? Like, Gotenks and Ghosts are not really, like, an L to bring along. So that's good, right? Like, they could handle their own in, like, Extreme Super Battle Road. I don't know about Gotenks and Ghosts in, like, the God event or something like that. Like, I think you definitely could get away with it, right? With the healing. You know, they do get a fair amount of defense after they super attack, but you do want to be careful. Yeah, not the craziest amount of damage right here. I mean, under 2 million is pretty shit for a new summonable LR. Give me 2 normals, please. Okay, that's good, that's good. So at least we got 3 attacks turn 1, right? So, again, Goku and Piccolo will look far more formidable on the next turn. I actually want to float off the 17 and Golden Frieza, because they link up fairly well with the Goku and Piccolo, right? There's a lot of, like, sort of, like, wonky units that are, like, you know, showing up lately. Like, they really, really, really love putting in, like, very, very, like, weird units, weird categories, right? Weird link sets. And, you know, Tapion, Minotia, 17 and Golden Frieza, Goku and Piccolo, like, they've released a lot of those already this year, right? Like, you know, like, the Dokkan Fest Goten and Trunks, the thing about them is that, like, they're so similar. They're on a lot of the same, like, teams, categories, have a lot of the same links. Things like that is definitely good. Okay, so Goku and Vegeta, you know, they'll work fairly well with. Again, the Goku and Vegeta, I'm really hoping that we do get a Gogeta that's exactly like this unit. Because it's like, this unit is just so, like, well designed. It's so easy for them with their link set and stuff like that to be good everywhere. So if we also get, you know, the fusing Gogeta version of this, that's going to be crazy. Alright, so we're going to be looking good in terms of Ki, thanks to Gotenks and Ghost. Now, you know, Goku and Piccolo, we've got 4 links active with Goku and Vegeta, by the way. Again, you know, their link set's really good. What do we have? We have 6 out of 7 active for Goku and Vegeta. I love it, right? That unit is still so crazy, man. We get the Gogeta version. Oh, man, my panties are moist over that. Attack stats not the craziest, I guess, but, you know, they do have several attacks coming in. What is this, their 4th attack right there? Alright, but you guys are seeing. I think on this next run, we could look at movie heroes. We do want to look at full power as well. We do need to make sure to get one of these turns, like a fight to, like, really last. Maybe I'll just go into, like, the GT Legendary Goku event next or something like that, right? To really sort of build up their damage. Because, you know, they look really good once they're fully built up, right? And then you have that turn where you pop their active skill, right? Like, they get ridiculous. Like, I want to get their active skill and then, like, B-Pan, like, also on rotation. Like, the damage they'll do, their defense, like, all of it is just going to be so sick, right? Alright, so we'll finish off this phase of Cooler, and then we'll get one more turn of Goku and Piccolo here. What is this? 4 attacks deep. This turn should be pretty good. I mean, yeah, they're going to have 6 out of 7 active here. Not bad. Here, I will have 17 Golden Frieza do that right there. He is going to be an issue, though, and we're not going to be able to hit their 18P super attack. That's okay. What are we at right there? Yeah, 6 out of 7. Yeah, dude, look, they're at 100k defense right here. Because the thing is, 17 and Golden Frieza, they have, what, 5? So they have, Tough as Nails, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, and Solid Support. They have all of those active, right? Again, like, once you start talking about Tough as Nails, 20% defense and 5% damage reduction. If only 17 and Golden Frieza were not also a unit that wants to be in slot 2, right? Again, Dokkan has released so many of those, right? Goku and Piccolo and 17 and Golden Frieza, both of them get significant defense on their attack. So, like, running this unit in slot 1 is not exactly the greatest, right? And they're another one of these units that's got all these, like, they're doing all these attacks and stuff like that. Like, Dokkan is loving this sort of design for units right now. Alright, so let's see what Goku and Piccolo do right here. Probably not going to be the craziest, because, again, Ki was a major issue on this rotation right here. And Goku and Piccolo give us a, 3 million. I mean, they've attacked enough that it's like, you know, it's time to step it up, fellas. There's a normal. Can we get, like, an additional super ever? No? Okay. I mean, I usually have really bad luck when they're going to take double digits from this. I mean, it's a Dokkan event, but remember, their defense gets really high. Wow, they actually did. Cooler hits a little bit harder than I thought. Okay. Because their defense was well over 200k right there, right? They were at 100k at the start of turn. Then you get 120% on super. And then you're getting 30% defense with every super attack as well, right? So their defense was like 200 to 250k or something right there. Alright, now we're over here on the movie hero team. We have a bunch of units that have recently released that could definitely help out Goku and Piccolo, right? The movie hero team, I think, as we continue to approach the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie, I think we're just going to continue to see tons and tons of movie stuff be released until then. Alright, so we're going to be right at the cusp of an 18P super attack turn 1, which is pretty uncommon. I think just to see, why don't we use some key items? Let me just see what they do with a lot of key in their first turn right here. So we'll have 23 key turn 1, just to sort of see like what they're going to look like. We have Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku here as well. I do like Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, but I see a lot. He's still creeping in a lot of people's top 10s, and I just think he's like not close to top 10 range. Spirit Bomb Goku. He can do a lot of damage, but he is way too squishy. That attack debuff of his is not going to do a lot in the difficult events like the God event, GT Legendary Goku event. So while he is still good, I would not say Spirit Bomb Goku is top 10 material, no way. Rainbow Orb changing is ridiculously powerful still, though. 5.51, that's not too bad. We did have several links active, right, between Krillin and Spirit Bomb Goku. I think we had Fierce Battle, we had Legendary Power. I think we had Experienced Fighters. Do we have Solid Support as well? Does Krillin have Solid Support? Let me double check that. Krillin does have Solid Support. Yeah, okay. Krillin, of course, is going to work very well as a super class support type unit, right? I brought like Android 18. She obviously is going to be very good with her support for a lot of the movie hero team. And then, of course, I also brought Pikkon. Pikkon is probably going to be like their best friend, at least for now. Like currently in game, Pikkon is probably Goku and Piccolo's best friend. He's sharing a lot of links. He can give them the support. He can give them the ki. And, you know, most importantly, Pikkon can be a very strong, whatchamacallit, Pikkon can be a very strong sort of slot 1 unit, right? Whereas, like, you know, there's a lot of units who are great defensively in slot 2. Our boy Pikkon can actually hold it down in slot 1. I mean, provided that the enemy does not cancel or disable dodging in any way, right? So, that's definitely one of the big things. Okay. So, let's go ahead and jump in and see how Goku and Piccolo look on this turn right here. Again, between Pikkon and Krillin, this is a fairly decent turn. We can get Pikkon's... You know what? Let's just use his active skill, sure. I mean, since we can use it, why not? Why don't we just go ahead and pop this, you know, keep Buuhan from being able to do anything right here. Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this right here. That will give Pikkon his support ability. I'm actually going to do this as well, just to give Goku and Piccolo a bit more ki, right? Time to start maxing them out, seeing what they could do at their best. We have 4 links active, but it's, you know... Okay, yeah, so we got what? Experienced Fighters, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle from Pikkon, and then they're getting solid support from Krillin. 125k defense right there. Pretty good, considering they're not even fully built up, right? But unless they, attack 4 times right here this turn, which we yet have not gotten in this entire video. Wow, damn, they're up to 7 right there. Whew. That's only, 2 attacks in, like, last turn? Again, if they do all 4 attacks right here, I think we could get their active skill next turn. Okay, there's 3. Give me one more. Come on. I did mostly prioritize crit for this unit. I think that's the proper way to go with this unit. You're going to be doing a lot of guaranteed normal attacks. Those will do virtually 0 damage unless they're critting. So, very, very important that you are doing crits with those normal attacks. I felt like that sort of superseded, you know, wanting to get, like, additional supers and stuff like that to help build up their passive. I felt like getting the crits on their normals was probably a better way to go about it. Alright, I'm going to try and not go too crazy on this rotation right here, because I don't want to finish our boy Buu Piccolo off. I'd like to get at least 1 more turn with Goku and Piccolo. Then after this, we're going to go over to the Savior team. I think we might as well just pick it up right where Goku and Piccolo have done 6 attacks already, and sort of see what they start to look like at the end of the event, rather than the start of the event, which we've done, right? Because, like, once you get their active skill off, like, once you start, like, you know, fully building up their passive, seems like their numbers, both defensively and offensively, consistently, are going to be very, very high. They're going to be looking pretty solid, I think. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty... Oh, we actually did get the 6 attacks. Well, shit. Okay. Let's do it. Let's just go ahead and pop this. Let's see how they're going to look. Alright, so Goku and Piccolo's active skill, right? You can use that if your HP is 59% or more after doing 6 attacks in battle. I am not a fan of the condition because, again, it's like turn 5, turn 6, and beyond is when you're going to see it. Absolutely the bare minimum you could get it would be turn 5, right? Like, that's the absolute earliest you could possibly see them do their active skill. That's not good enough. Oh my god, dude, their defense is 200k. They get 120%. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is where they start getting so crazy. Their active skill, by the way, gave them 6 ki and 59% attack and defense for the turn. Now, remember, here, one really big thing you gotta remember, right? Compare them to Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Those units, right, like, they get the massive attack buff and the ki and stuff like that, but they lose defense. Goku and Piccolo gain defense as well. It's so... Oh, my God, dude. They're rocking, like, over 500k defense right here. This is craziness. All right, we have just set 3 links with our boy Pikkon. They're at full 24 ki right here. See what I'm talking about? Like, once you start getting deep into the events, you're popping their active skill and shit like that, they start to get real good. But it's just like, initially, they're not that great. You have to sort of build up to it, which, I mean, you know, that's very representative of Goku's character, right? That's how Goku fights in the series. 11 million right there between Pikkon and 18. We had, what, 60% attack and defensive support on the rotation. So their major super attack, then there's that normal. Then they still could have done another normal and then an additional super attack. So pretty good. That's good damage right there. Not bad, right? This unit, I mean, again, once you start getting to where their active skill is popped, when they fully build up their passive, they start looking pretty damn good, man. That's pretty good. Alright, so now we're on the Savior/Hybrid Saiyan category. Definitely going to be a very good team for Goku and Piccolo. Here's turn 1. We can go ahead and show off a decent turn. They do work well with the new Dokkan Fest Kid Gohan. I mean, in terms of links, they only have Fierce Battle, but this unit is going to activate Kid Gohan's unit super attack, right? And they don't have to be in the same rotation for it. Obviously, Gohan is giving a lot of ki and defense to this Goku and Piccolo unit, which can make them look formidable as well, right? So, alright, I think I'm going to skip ahead. Again, we've seen a lot of rotations of them not fully built up. Let me just skip ahead until we can pop their active skill, and then we'll just get a bunch of turns with them, right, like, you know, after they're fully built up. Alright, so, we have a rotation built up very nicely for our boy Goku and Piccolo. Actually, damn it. Are you kidding me? Look at the orbs. This is a joke. No. Alright, damn it, dude. Are you kidding me? No! Don't do this to me. I think we could do this. Yeah, okay. So, alright. We're gonna do a couple of things. I was about to be like, are you kidding me? The orbs, of course. I have an orb changer, and that might not even have been enough. Alright, so I should be able to hit this. That should give us the 3 orbs, yep, that we need for Pikkon. That's good. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and use Goku and Piccolo's active skill as well. So, you know, B-Pan is going to give us the massive attack buff. We already know how crazy B-Pan's active skill can get, right? Then Goku and Piccolo, they have their 1-turn attack and offensive buff. We'll get a couple of turns of Goku and Piccolo after this as well, just to see what they look like fully built up and shit. Okay, so I'm going to do this right here. We'll also just use a quick ki item as well to make sure we're at max ki for them. And then, you know what, whatever, we'll just use Pikkon. Triple active skill turn. Pikkon using his Ghost Usher. Yeah, Blue Goku, you can't do shit today, buddy. Alright, cool. So we got that. What is their defense at? 167k. Remember, that is going to go up quite a bit when we use Pikkon's support ability right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see the damage numbers we're going to see from Goku and Piccolo. Should be pretty good right here. I think they probably... Could they do more damage with Kid Gohan? Maybe. Like Pikkon, Goku, and Piccolo, and Kid Gohan. So there's 12.4. Obviously, I consider that quite good. It's quite a good number, right? And then they've got all of their additionals coming in. Huge gobs of damage coming in. Beautiful. Very, very good. Alright, let me do one more turn. Just again, we'll keep going. I want to get one more turn in. Because next turn we'll have 50% support Kid Gohan, and we'll sort of get a look at them fully built up. And then I think I'm going to do one more turn of their active skill costume change turn, I think, where I want to get probably, I think, Pikkon, Goku, and Piccolo, and then 50% support Kid Gohan. We'll see how that turn looks, because remember, they get the lion's share of their attack on super attack, so that means like a traditional support should give them more of a buff than B-Pan, but I did want to get both in here, right? Okay, so I mean, this isn't the greatest turn for them right here, right? Like, you know, they don't... Ah, damn it. They've got no links with Kid Gohan. That is unfortunate. I could put them in slot 1. What is their defense looking right here? Defense is at 150k, huh? Really? That's... Dude, they get so much defense on super attack. Like, they're at like 400k defense after they start attacking. Like, them fully built up is just like so nuts. Like, they're so powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna do this right here. I'm just gonna put Kid Gohan in slot 1. Damn it, I'm only able to get 1 key right there, but I should be able to fully build them up with this. I just, again, want to sort of max them out. We are going to get legendary power from B-Pan, but, like, that's the only link we have active on this turn. You know, things... I wanted to keep Pikkon on rotation, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. Alright, so we'll get this turn right here. And then I want to get Pikkon, Kid Gohan, and Goku and Piccolo. I also want to make sure to get Goku and Piccolo's 12 key animation in here after they've done their costume change mechanic. That's another thing I'd like to get in. That's kind of tough, though. We need their hidden potential system additional, basically, with that. Because their key is not so much of an issue for them. 5.74, but I mean, that's with, like, no... All they had was legendary power, right? And B-Pan's not doing anything for them besides legendary power right now. Alright, there's the additional normals that are critting, which is good. We have not gotten the additional super, like, once in this, have we? Ugh. Okay. So let's go ahead and come back. Again, I want to go probably 50% Gohan. Pikkon, and Goku and Piccolo, and then we'll probably finish up. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and see this big turn for Goku and Piccolo here, except we just go full-on support, right? We got, you know, basically what I consider their best friend. We got our boy Pikkon here. We also have the 50% support Gohan, giving the massive attack and defensive buff to them as well. So let's go ahead and start off with our boy Pikkon. We'll go ahead and hit this right there. Again, it's going to give us a nice little support type buff. Goku and Piccolo, yeah, dude. They're at over 600. They're well over 600k defense, man, on this turn. Like, it's so crazy how powerful they get with this active skill. Like, the active skill buffs are nutso. So I think this turn should be a higher attack stat than the turn we had with our girl B-Pan. I believe so, right? Because, again, B-Pan, she gives a bigger buff. The active skill buff is bigger if the units have a huge, like, start of turn attack pool. I mean, Goku and Piccolo, you know, they do have their bit of attack after building up, but the lion's share of their attack, they're getting on super attack, right? So, all right, Pikkon, we got it. We're not here to see you, bucko. All right, go ahead, Goku and Piccolo. What do we got for us? Look at Pikkon bobbing and weaving, by the way. I love it. I love him. He's so good. All right, 12.8 right there for Goku and Piccolo. Again, I think I would like to get their 12 key animation in here, doing, you know, after their costume change as well, and then we'll finish up. But, I mean, as you guys can see, this unit looks very, very good. Alright, so in this turn, I'm not really looking for their stats or anything that they're doing, although, dude, their defense is very impressive, because their defense more than doubles when they actually attack, right? Obviously, this Kid Gohan, his defensive support is nuts. Yeah, I could do this. That's not going to give the support for the rotation. Alright, so let's see their 12 key animation, and then there we go. There is LR, Goku, and Piccolo full level 10 links. Let me know what you guys think of them. They're a unit that could end up being a lot better, based upon more, whatchamacallit. Of course, I do all that, we get the animation, and then Goku dodges it. Well, whatever. We saw the beginning of it, it's fine. This unit looks really good, like, once you're deep into the event. Early on, they could look a little bit less impressive. I think the only thing this character needs is they actually need, like, more teams, and then just, like, units that are good with them, right? Like, it's just that there's a lot of characters I would like to see them actually support, right? Like, I want them to release more GT Hero and GT bosses. You know, you know, LR Super 17 needs help. Dokkan Fest Broly needs help. Like, there's so many characters they need to release now. Like, they're just, like, sort of, like, shotgunning all over the place. But this is a very powerful LR once they're built up. I do hope we could see this unit get massive improvements. You know, as they release more units that could work well with them. We will see. So, let me know what you guys think of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.